Good morning, other light workers, light warriors, divine beings. My name is Karishi, Divination. I just want to say that I've definitely been feeling that there's something going on. And I've been urged to get on my mission, and I still really haven't. And I think that's kind of why I feel like shit, because I'm not moving towards my mission, and I'm guessing that everyone has to play a role in this that we signed up for. But I'm struggling with, incorporating life and my spirituality in together. Well, not life, but I'll say my worldly life with my spiritual life together. I'm struggling with that. I've been trying to ground, and this path gets a little lonely. I've been getting a little discouraged, but I'm reminded, that the spiritual world is there. Last night a strange thing happened to me. I was asleep, and my phone woke me up at 10:44, an alarm. I've never set an alarm for 10:44 at night. There's no reason for me to set an alarm for 10:44 at night. I will be asleep at 10:44 at night. So last night, 44 being one of the numbers that I see very, very often. And excuse me for all the sniffling and what's going on. I thought it was my allergies at my mother's house. I was at her house. She was around a lot of trees, and I thought it was my allergies. But I'm back home in Philadelphia, and it's still going on. So excuse me. But I wanted to also talk about some dreams that I've been having. One particular where it didn't so much seem like a dream. I was asleep and I seen a spider walk past me, and I jumped up out of my sleep. And my little sister, who was up on the couch, she had got frightened by it. And I had asked her, I told her, I said, I seen a spider. She said, oh, okay. She put her flashlight on me, looked, there was no spider. So I tried going back to sleep. But for 2 days, I thought to myself, I said, how did you see a spider if you were asleep? So I called my little sister 2 days later and I asked her, what exactly happened? How did I wake up? She said, I don't know. You just said that you saw something. I said, how did I see it if I was asleep? She said, I don't know, but you were convinced that you saw something. And I did. I'm almost certain. I seen it walk past my mother's couch, but it was as if I was in another, realm or something of that nature. But also, I've been noticing the clouds. I've definitely been seeing beings in the clouds. I've been seeing beings in the clouds. And talking about all this just brings water to my eyes and makes the hair on my skin stand up. Moreover, I'm right now, I'm in a place where I just don't know what to do. I don't know if it's because I'm trying to hold on to the past or not, just trying to hold on to things that no longer serve me. So they're dragging me down. For some reason, as I talk sometimes, I kind of get these words implanted in my head, and I start to say them when I'm talking to people. So this is probably going to be one of those instances where I feel like it's a message coming through, so I'll say it. I feel like the more I go backwards and live in reverse, the more resistance I put up, and I can feel where that's where most of my blockages and problems come from. Trying to live in the way that I used to live and be the way that I used to be. It literally gives me this feeling inside that I don't like for some strange reason. I really don't like this feeling. And when I'm living in accordance to my path, I kind of feel better about myself and better about my life. Say this morning, I might have two types of morning where I can wake up and go to the gym, and I can meditate, read, things of those nature. And I will truly feel better, and I'll just feel more successful with my life. I feel more calm and centered, and I understand that. And versus when I try to wake up, worry about my appearance, go outside to please others, be a people pleaser, chill with my friends all day, smoke weed, then I just feel by the end of the night utterly lost and like a follower. So I guess today I'm here saying that we're at a point where we can no longer go backwards without it being a complete issue. Like, we can no longer live backwards without it really completely hurting us, like, or, you know, draining us of our energy. And another thing that I wanted to speak of, or I wanted to say, was I wanted to speak on the numbers. Now, I'm not exactly really sure what they mean, but for the first time I felt like I got a taste of what they might mean by sunsigns.org. I'm not sure what they mean. I just know that it's not a coincidence. I've been seeing them for a while now. Excuse me. The number 44 shows up so much. And I know it has to do with structure and building, but I feel so stuck, so lost. If there's anyone out there who could, you know, give me some assistance, I would appreciate it. But there's definitely something going on. I can feel it, and I know that it's going on. And also the fact that Mother Earth is definitely getting ready for transitioning. She's if she hasn't already, she's ready. She might have. That's possibly why it's so hard to try to live in a 3D still. Because usually when I wake up, I'm not so tired. But for some strange reason, I've been tired lately. I also want to talk about my appetite. Lately, I've been super, super, super hungry. I've been a vegetarian for probably 6 or 7 months. Recently, at my mother's house, I ate some fish. I don't know, I was craving it so bad. I was hungry. I'm not sure if it's bringing any energies of Mother Earth, or if it's some attempts at the last negative energies to take our vibrations down. Like, don't be fooled. For some reason, don't be fooled by people telling you, oh, it's okay to eat whatever you want at this point in time. Yes, I do feel like everyone's on their own levels and experiencing different things, but for some of us, this life, we're supposed to be vegetarians, or we're supposed to be vegans, and we need that to ascend. We need that certain vibration. Maybe others will make the ascension without having to cut that particular thing out, but some of us do, and we know that we do because we get the urge, or when someone says anything about it, we listen, we get interested. And I know it's hard. I definitely can say it's hard. I live in Philadelphia, PA. There's very, very rarely any vegan food around. Yeah, we have Hip City Veg. We have a few places, but you know, when you go to these grocery stores and you literally only have a section, and you think to yourself, like, just about everything else in here has just about animal products or things of that nature, it gets kind of hard and it gets frustrating. And I don't know, but I don't trust any of the other food anyway. Like, we're to a point where mostly everything is genetically modified. So it's like we have to really stay away from this genetically modified food, because we're becoming genetically modified beings by doing so, by eating the food. And you know, it's a lot of the genetically modified food, and a lot of the gene splicing going on. And I actually just seen a study about salmon, because I said I ate some fish. I ate salmon and I ate fish. If you want to put them in the same category, so be it. So I had seen a study. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You guys might know what I'm talking about. I guess they made some type of hybrid salmon where they put other genes into the salmon. or other DNA, I'm guessing, and they made like kind of a new salmon. But the study concluded that when put with other salmon, that it killed off so many that eventually real salmon would be extinct. That's how bad the fake salmon were to the real salmon. So it got me to thinking that they're trying to make everything genetically modified. Something about this being or whatever this force is of darkness, life and consciousness cannot thrive in this negative energy that they want. So they have to make everyone docile and keep everyone sleeping. That's no longer working. So now they have to genetically modify you, period. So you can't, it's going to be even more impossible for people to wake up if they're genetically modified. Every code and information in them would be genetic. So genetically modified, shall I say, would be modified. So it wouldn't even be real information. And that's why most of us are so far off, because we have so many genetically modified things going into us and products going into us. Like, I can't believe people still get perms in this day and age. And it's not a judgmental thing. It's just it's a thing of, that's your head with pores. And when you put a perm on it that has lye, you can only imagine how it could possibly literally like start to burn through your head, you know? So it's a lot of things still going on out here besides what we consume in our bodies that are stopping us from ascending and our vibration going up as well. Excuse me for 1 second. It's a lot of things out here. And one of the major things that I want to speak about, you know what, I was going to get into the cell phone towers and what they're capable of and things of that nature. I had also watched a video that I'm sure a lot of you know, Master Teacher Nature Boy. He had put up about, you know, the cell phone towers and living in these cities and things of this nature. Like, it's so much, and we do have to get back out into nature. We are nature beings. We're definitely nature beings. It's not hard to tell. Look at my head. I look like a tree. You know what I mean? We have to get back out here in nature. And some of us, yeah, you may not look like me in skin and hair color, but I mean, some of you probably incarnated back here in different bodies, in different, I know race is like a separation technique, and not, most people say that it's not real, but in all reality, it's something that's right in front of our eyes, and we can't change the fact that there are things different about us. But a lot of those people born back in them bodies needed to be put in those specific bodies to help with this process, because they would have to reach out to the people that look like them. I'm trying to say this without saying it in a racist way, but a lot of people who are in those unmelanated bodies, which all of our bodies have melanin, but you know what I mean, to the skin. There's 3 types of melanin. But a lot of them born into these different bodies are already, I would assume, to be masters, and it doesn't really matter to them which body that they pick. So, you know, a lot of times I have issues when people talk about race, even though I'm black and us being more superior. The only reason is because who's to say that a master hasn't incarnated in, you know, a Chinese body or a Caucasian body or whatever the case may be, you know? Who's to say? I know some say, you know, masters come back and they can be the bum on the street that you see. That could be a master, you know, and I've gotten to the habit of really treating people truly as my reflection, truly. And it's like signs and things happening always. And most of the time when someone comes to you and asks you, can you give me money or whatever it is, that's actually you asking yourself to help you. And when you deny it, the person of the help, you deny yourself of the help. That's what's truly going on. So when you gossip about someone else, you're only gossiping about yourself. And that's kind of how it works out. And it's this big thing going around about us being each other's reflections. And that's truly what it is. We truly are all mirrors. That's why if you look into my eyes, you can see yourself. If I look into your eyes, you can see yourself. You know what I mean? Even into your phone screen, if you was to let it go black, you can see yourself through your TV screen. Everything is reflection. And you are my reflection and I am yours. So peace reflections. Have a great day. And like and subscribe to my channel. I may sound sick right now, but things will get better. I definitely have a lot of information to give. I've been on this journey for a while now. I'm assuming I've been on it since I was a child when I think back to these things that go on. And I just, if you guys could like and subscribe and really just be here for me and we can communicate and you guys can update me and I can update you on what's going on with me, I've had spirit beings in my picture, all types of things. Like I can definitely speak on a lot of things that go on. I've had a Kundalini awakening, I've definitely astral projected. I can speak on these things and what I believe, and you can tell me what you believe. And that's what it's all about. It's about sharing the information and getting it out there, and not worrying about how you look or how you sound, which probably has been my problem most of the time. I really feel like I've always been a poet type person. I've always liked to write poetry, but I don't know if I down myself because I feel like no one will listen to what I have to say, or if it's because what I used to write about doesn't even fit my vibration of who I am now. So I don't know, maybe I need to move into spiritual poetry. Just saying that sounded good. I truly, would like it if you guys subscribe and help me. Thank you guys, gratefully. Peace and love. Namaste.